Hello. Thank you today too for joining us on the NK Show. This is Gospel Online TV. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, like our videos and share them, and you'll be blessed. Amen. Today we have with us Minister Eben in Kumasi. Minister Eben, welcome.
Thank you, bro.
Welcome to the NK Show.
Okay,
you are supposed to welcome me because I'm in your office. Anyways, it's okay. Sure. Yeah, welcome. So let's just go on. Okay, so you're going to tell us about your background, your family, where you are from, your school, your education, that side of the story.
Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. So, as you mentioned, the name is Ebenezer.
Okay. Okay.
And I use Ebenvisfat for my ministry.
Okay.
Then I come from a family of 3, and I'm the only gentleman.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm married to a beautiful lady,
Laura. Okay.
I have 2 great guys, 2 boys. Yes, for school, I had my secondary school in Opokuare, that's in Kumasi here.
Okay.
Then I moved to University of Ghana, Legon.
Okay.
Yes, and these 2 schools really shaped up my ministry because that's where I did a lot of ministry work and got to know a lot of people.
Okay.
Yes, and from there I came to K University to do my master's.
Okay.
Yes, and basically that has been my educational line, and I've been working for the past 9 years. Yes, and I've been working solely in the investment industry.
Okay.
Yes, I've worked with Data Bank, I work with Bakwesi's Gold Coast. Okay. And I'm now here with Prestige Capital.
Okay.
Yes,
okay, so let's go back to the Opokuare. Okay. What course did you offer?
I did business.
Okay, that's good. So when you go to Legon, you continue?
Yes, I did economics and history in Legon.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's good. So when actually did you start ministry?
If it's about the gifting or the talents, I would say that it's been with me ever since I got to know myself.
Okay.
Yes, I can imagine myself in JHS primary school doing all the things I'm doing now.
Okay.
But by then I didn't understand it. I didn't know how it was. But actually when I got to JHS, yes, I remember I was in charge of the SU choir. That was when I started seeing myself in active handling groups and all of that.
Okay.
Then in secondary school, I was involved in the main singing group of the Protestant community. Okay. And later I had to be the president and all that. Okay. Then I moved into Legon to also handle groups, choirs and all that. Okay. So I think it was in my JHS I actually got to be in ministry.
Yeah. Okay, so before we dive into deeper matters, let's go for a quick commercial break.
Hello guys, my name is Eduhima and I want you to keep watching the NK Show.
Hi people of God and lovers of music, this is your brother Ebenvisfat. I want to tell you that keep watching the NK Show, and you can also follow them on all social media platforms with the name Gospel Online TV. So please be blessed as you keep on loving them by subscribing to their YouTube pages and also watching them anywhere on the social platform. God bless you.
Welcome back family to the NK Show. We are still here with Minister Ebeneza. Continue to subscribe, to like our videos and to share them. God will bless you. Minister Eben. Okay. So we go back to Legon. Let's dive into Legon. Okay. So what was your the first ministry or music group you joined in Legon?
Let me start by saying that for Legon, I was all about music. Okay. Sometimes I tell myself I didn't go to learn. Okay. Because even the class I got is not what I intended to have. But for music and for church, I was all over. So the first group I joined was the Chosen Vessels Choir, which is the CVC.
Okay.
And that is the main choir for the IECF or Gaffes.
Okay.
Yes, and it was a flashy group. Everyone wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that was where I started from. Then also with my church choir, the NUPS or BSU choir.
Okay.
Yes, so
that's National Union of Baptist
Baptist
Students.
students,
So you're a Baptist.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, a Baptist.
Yeah.
Wow. So which in Kumasi here you attend?
Grace Baptist.
Grace Baptist. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I'm actually the assistant music director for my church. So
Wow. You are really into ministry.
we're
Okay.
doing our best.
So as a level 100, being in Legon, trying to join the music group, how was it?
I would say it was, to me, it was not much of a problem because I've already done much of that in my secondary school days.
Okay.
So it was just a smooth transition coming to meet the same seniors and probably some people I knew back in those days still doing it here. So it was so much of a smooth transition. Yeah.
Okay. So who actually were you looking up to in the music and gospel music industry?
By then, I would say we were not having much of older people like it's happening now. But for now, the younger ones can mention a couple of names. But in our time, I would say that Neokai, yes, like I'm talking of the contemporary. Neokai, Daninate, basically those are the few people who had actually had the names in the contemporary gospel, because the Denzels, Eric, Yeshron, they were all my mates.
Okay.
So we were rather coming out of school by then, and it was the Daninates that we were looking up to.
Okay.
Joe Metal by then was a part of Souliness, so he wasn't that known figure.
Okay.
So I would say that if there was anyone I was looking up to, probably I would say Neokai.
Okay.
Yes.
So what song of Neokai do you really love?
Mokobe.
Okay.
Then there is this song I led in BSU choir. Wanna not to say Rade. Yes, that one too. I really loved it.
Really loved it.
Yeah.
Can you, as you were singing, I wanted you to go a little bit
Wow.
further. So please kindly look in your camera and
I should
give
be
us
singing that.
a little bit of it. Okay.
He said, Metu Eradinyo, if we say one man, also. I've forgotten of the lyrics though, but it was a nice song. Yes.
So let's come to yourself. Your first single. Do you have an album now?
Not an
now
album.
bringing.
Yes.
Okay. So your first single. What was your first single?
That was in June last year.
Okay.
It was Yesuyi, This Jesus.
Okay.
Yes. And
Okay.
by God's grace, we had a good outcome with that.
So what was the inspiration behind the ESC?
Let me even start by saying that for me, I've always not wanted to come out with songs because I've been that church boy, and I always felt like doing any song I wanted to do in church.
Okay.
But it got to a time that I felt there's a lot of songs coming up with you. God is giving you this grace. Why don't you still come out and bless the church outside your local church?
Okay.
So Yesuyi was more like looking back to my past life.
Okay.
Everything about me has been this Jesus.
Okay.
My schooling, my family, it's not been that easy.
Okay.
And everything I can count on, hold on to has been Jesus. So I said then this song should be sung about him.
Okay.
So Yesuyi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you let our viewers get to know the song, we'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna give us a part of Yesuyi. So
Wow.
please let's go for a very quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Yeah, Juma share nema hunkom. Fadel ye weja ne Juma. Ekwana wu redemui na wo somfo nenke fado. Hey family, my name is Pastor Alfredo Usechere. Please keep watching the NK show. The Lord bless you.
Hello guys, my name is Eduhima and I want you to keep watching the NK show.
Hi everyone, my name is Omari PC Jr. and you're watching the NK show. Don't change the channel. Hello viewers, welcome back to the NK show. We are still here with Minister Eben and we were talking about his first single, that's Yesu. So today he's going to give us just some 30 seconds or some 1 minute of Yesu. So over to you, Minister Eben.
Wow.
Your camera is over here. Just look at it and give us just 30 seconds of Yesu.
Yesu ya washirame. Hey Yesu ya wabuame. Oh, say Yesu adumwan kame wo kama seyo kama ira kama wo kama seyo kama wohin say Yesu adumwan kame wo kama seyo kama ira kama wo kama seyo kama wohin.
Lovely tune there. Lovely tune there. So let's move to your second single.
Okay.
What's your second single?
That'll be coming out very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah, hopefully by the middle of next month we should have it.
Okay, so
yes.
What's the title?
That is Makucha.
Makucha.
My shield.
My shield. And what was also the inspiration? What's the story behind the Makucha?
I would say not particularly any story, but I've always loved the verse in the Bible that talks about the fact that for oh Lord, you have been my shield and my fortress, my glory, yes, and the lifter up of my head. So I took that inspiration from there.
Okay, so before you continue, can you give out your social media handles where they can find the songs? Where someone can get your songs from.
All right. So for all social media handles, it's Ebenvisfat.
Okay. The spellings, please.
EBEN. Then Visfat is VISFAT.
Okay.
Then for YouTube, it's Ebenvisfat official.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So on YouTube, that's where your songs are.
Exactly.
So what about only the music aspects? YouTube is for the video aspects.
Yes.
So the music.
On all music platforms.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So how was the experience releasing your first single? That's the Yesu. How was the experience? You coming into the limelight, releasing your first single. How was it?
I would say yes. It was one of the challenging moments because although I've had quite an exposure in this organizing programs and all that, but there was the release was a different outcome altogether. Something I was doing for the first time.
Okay.
You have to connect with this one here, talk to this person here, and coupled with my job, it wasn't easy, but it was worth it by the grace of God. We were able to do all that we needed to do. Yes.
So as you were talking, you just mentioned of you organizing your own program. So that means you've organized your own program.
Yes, but I stopped along the way.
Why?
By then, work was taking me on transfers.
Okay.
So I had to halt it for some time.
Okay.
Yes.
So what was your first program you organized? And where was it?
That was in 2013.
Wow.
Yes, Worship and Wonders.
Okay.
Even today when I was going through some old pictures, I saw some of the flyers, I was laughing. Yes, it was Worship and Wonders.
There's been a much transformation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
We did it for like 3 years. Then we couldn't continue
So
again.
should we look forward to it again?
Exactly. We are praying and believing God.
Okay. We hope it will come back. So what was the first platform you were invited to minister?
That is after the release.
Maybe you had a first platform not on campus but outside of campus that you were invited on to minister.
There's been quite a number of ministrations we've had over the years.
Okay.
But to remind myself of which one,
you can't really
I can't really
put your fingers on. Okay, so what was your first platform after the release of Yesu?
After the release of Yesu, And let me mention that YesU was released during the lockdown.
Okay.
In June last year.
Okay.
So we're still in lockdown. Yes. However, and programs were not being organized. Yes. So there's not been any major program I've had after that. Yes, it's solely been church activities. Yes.
Activities only. Okay. So what advice will you give to let's say upcoming gospel artists that are coming? Maybe you found out that there are some struggles here. Maybe when they do it this way, it will be better. So what advice do you give to them? You can look at your camera and give an advice to them.
For me, I want to talk to the younger generation.
Okay.
And I want to tell you, my brothers and sisters, that ministry, as you have come to meet, is a long process. And it's a heart-to-heart thing with God, not with man. You will see a lot of people doing it, and you may wish to be like them. You may wish to just all of a sudden rise up and become that name you wish to have. But it's a process. Take your time. Learn more about God. Let God speak to you and direct you. You may not be seen, you may not be heard, but a little you will do at every point in time will make an impact. And that should be the focus you should be eyeing at.
Okay. So before we end, as we are coming to an end, let me just push you a little bit. So where did you meet your wife?
Wow, this is a sports one. My wife is a member of my church.
Okay, wow.
Yes, so more or less, she was part of the singing groups, one of the singing groups I manage.
Wow.
So anytime I come from school, we meet and I'm like, oh, she's a well-cultured lady and all that. By then, there was nothing in my mind until later on when I saw that there is a direction for me to.
Okay, so in which year did you guys get married?
2016.
Okay, and in which year did you propose?
I think the year before, 2015. But we have been friends for a long time.
Hey.
Yes, you know, we have a picture in the house. I brought that picture up and she was like, so we took this in 2013. And by then we never knew we would be coupled. Yeah.
Okay. And God has blessed you with two
boys. Yeah.
Two boys. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm grateful for having you on my show. God bless you.
Amen.
God bless you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Hello viewers, this brings us to the end of the NK show. This is episode 2 of season 2. God richly bless you for the support, for liking, for subscribing, for sharing. I am marveled. I don't know what to say, but continue to do that for me. This is Kwadjo Bilson, and I'm signing off. God richly bless you. Bye-bye.
Misida na mitumi nyako pone hojo. Uye wadumfu nyame.